Well, hey folks, welcome back to Good Things for Good People, little tiny YouTube channel, Great Big Dreams to change the world for good. Today you join me back in the South, and as you can see on this sign, we have some inclement weather down here in the South. I am in East Tennessee, but you would be forgiven for thinking that I'm back in Ohio, because it's a snow day here. Something you don't typically see here in East Tennessee. We're expecting somewhere between 5 and 8 inches today, which has pretty much shut down the city. And if anybody is open today, they will be closing early because nobody is going anywhere or doing anything. This is the main drags through the town. And as you can tell, it's not super busy. So I just wrapped up my lunch here over at Shoney's, and I am down here taking care of my father, or at least visiting my father, while he is being taken care of by the fine folks in the hospital that he is currently staying in. For those of you who are up on my current situation, my father fell a while back, broke 3 of his ribs, and he's a big dude. And he'd done some time in the hospital, then he went to the rehab facility to get better and get stronger so he'd get out. And he ended up developing pneumonia, and there was some fluid around his lungs. So we shipped him back over to the hospital where he has been for the last week. So that's why I'm back down here in the South. They are bringing him back up out of sedation today. And we're going to hopefully get some positive progress on his condition so far today. So I took a short little break from the hospital to come over here to Shoney's, which, if you don't know what Shoney's is, means you haven't spent enough time in the South, or maybe you're under the age of 30. But nice little eatery, kind of, I wouldn't even call it a diner style, but they have like a hot bar that's in there if you want to eat a hot bar, or you can eat whatever you'd like. I had some chicken fingers and french fries with some blue cheese to dip in, and a very nice couple of glasses of sweet tea to get me motivated for the day. And I'll be honest, I am loving this weather. This is just, for me, this is absolutely fantastic. The snow is coming straight down. It's not windy. It's not terrible. It's like 25 degrees outside. So yeah, it's cold, but in Ohio, it's 5. So I'll take 25 degrees and snowing all day, every day, over 5 degrees and 20-mile-an-hour crosswinds. Not fun. Plus, who doesn't love snow on the mountaintops in Smoky Mountain territory in East Tennessee? I don't have a ton to talk to you guys about today. I haven't really had a chance to do much. I did, of course, overtip my waitress while I was in there. My bill was about, I think it's like $17 for my lunch with tax. I tipped her 20% on the register, and then, as you saw, I left her an extra 20% or an extra $20 bill on the table, because business is not exactly real good today. There's not anybody coming out here, and these ladies came out and they clocked in and they did work today, and you got to do what you can for the people that get out here and do the taking care of us kind of thing. I don't have any groceries or don't want to do any cooking while I'm down here visiting my dad, so it's going to be eating out every meal, and Shoney's is one of those places I almost always try to squeeze into my schedule while I'm down here. So thank you to the ladies that were in there today that are taking care of folks. Shoney's is kind of one of those places that, like, it's typically a kind of an older crowd that's usually in here. So it's always kind of on my bucket list of things that I make sure I visit whenever I'm down here, because there's always opportunities to do good things for good people. In that vein, if this is your first video here, welcome back to Good Things for Good People. The whole idea with this channel is to encourage positivity, giving, charity, philanthropy, and just generally doing good deeds, random acts of kindness. That's what this channel is all about. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to build a community of like-minded individuals that think that the world could be a better place, and they're willing to do a little bit to change that. The nice thing is here, we're not like a normal charity where we're gonna shake the hat and ask for money, or we're gonna ask you to show up and move boxes or donate clothes or any of that kind of stuff. All we're asking you to do is donate a little bit of time. Spend a little bit of time watching a video here and there, and drop a comment. Maybe if you know a friend or a family member that's possibly interested in this kind of thing, let them know. Share it over to them and have them come on board. Join the team. The more people we can have get involved in this, the better it is for the whole thing. YouTube already put in place the way that we can make money off this. Just like every other YouTuber out there, when you watch a video and you spend time on that video, it generates revenue for the channel. Now, instead of being able to go out and buy myself some fancy cars and nice clothes and a big house and boat and go on super duper vacations. I'm not going to do that with this channel. What this channel is going to be using is we're going to use that money. We're going to do good things for good people. It's as simple as that. So instead of donating in any kind of a material way, what you're doing is you're donating your time. So for those of you who are interested in this project, and those of you who have been here before, who have come back day after day, supporting me, I appreciate it. Supporting this project, I super appreciate it. Believing in all this, you're awesome people. So thank you very much for being here. I do want to kind of do a little bit of driving around today, but I've got to get back to the hospital here shortly. My dad is hopefully going to be coming back up out of his sedation, and then we'll hopefully get his air tube out of his lungs today so he can actually communicate again, and we'll see how that goes. But today I honestly just want to make a thank you video. I just want to say thank you for everybody. I want to, all of the people that are involved in the healthcare industry, from nursing homes to recovery centers to therapists to physical therapists to doctors, nurses, orderlies, the people who bring the meals. A lot of what you guys do is unseen and underappreciated, and I just want to say thank you. If it wasn't for all of you, if it wasn't for the young lady at the rehabilitation center when my dad was in there, for noticing that he had pneumonia, that he had something else going on there that wasn't going to be able to be taken care of there, I probably wouldn't be having this conversation about my dad improving. And that's not an exaggeration. If he had been there another day or two, I think this story would probably be a little bit different. This video would be a little bit different. And she proactively noticed that there was a problem and reached out, said, hey, look, your father is in a bad way, and I don't know what you want to do about it. And I said, absolutely, let's get him to the hospital. Let's not screw around with this. But if I hadn't had that phone call, if he hadn't had somebody there caring about him and paying attention, he wouldn't be here. It's easy as that. If we didn't have fantastic people at the hospital just down the road from here that are staying on top of his condition and staying there and talking to him and helping him and making sure he's on board, because he's 80 years old. He's got a lot of health problems, as any 80-year-old would have. He's a big dude. He's got a lot of problems, and he needs people to pay attention to him. He needs people to be on top of that, and they've done a fantastic job here of making sure he's being taken care of. And I really, truly appreciate you guys. If it wasn't for you, my father would not still be here. And I'm glad he is, because we're not done with this journey yet. He's still got to see a lot of what I got to do left. This whole good things for good people thing is a passion project for me. I had somebody actually just a little bit ago comment, do you still work at Lucor? And the answer is yes, I still do. If you're seeing YouTube videos on the Lucor channel, I'm still working there, because that's what I do there. The Lucor thing is great, and I love it, and I appreciate Rich and everything that I get to do there and all the experiences that I've had there. But this thing is more my passion project. This is what I want to see successful, and I want to really be known for, I guess, more than just being a funny, weird, bearded, short, fat guy with cars that does a lot of trips. That's what I do. It is what I do. But I think this is more along the lines of, I think we can do really great things with this channel, with this project. And I don't know where it's going to go. I really don't know. I don't know if it's going to grow. I don't know if it's going to be just something that I do because it encourages me, and it keeps me focused on doing good things for people, which it truly does. I have opened my eyes a lot over the last couple of months since starting this thing, and I pay more attention to those that are around me and the opportunities that I have personally to be able to do good things for good people. And I think it's motivated some people out there to live in the same way. But I truly do believe in this project. I believe what I'm trying to do here could become something really, really awesome. And I don't know why nobody's really ever tried to do this. I've seen a couple of other people that are out there that do kind of sort of things that are, I guess, would be considered this, but it's not the same thing. It's more of the short little TikTok-y short form stuff where they're donating, or they're giving $500 to somebody in Walmart that's paid for by Walmart, or they're doing something real attention getting right off the rip. And I don't know the economics behind that. I don't know what their process is behind that, but I really want to make more of a long form thing. I want to make more of a real big dedicated thing, because I think we can make some really good revenue off this. And I love the idea, the amount of good deeds we could do if we can get to the point where we're making $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month off this channel, which is extremely doable. It's extremely doable. We just got to keep building the content and keep on building the community. So I think that's what for me, that at least right now, that's where this project is for. I mean, we haven't made $1 off this project, and I've lost probably $1,000 making content for this thing. But it's money well spent. You know, sure, it's lost, but I'm losing it into the pockets of that young lady that's inside that could certainly use that 20 bucks. You know, I'm losing it to the older lady that I bought gas for over at the Circle K around the corner from here earlier, because she got out of the car and she was freezing, because she's a East Tennessee chick and she doesn't know how this whole thing works. So I bought her gas and pumped it for her. You know, those are the things that you can do they're low-hanging fruit, little things you can do for people, that make sure that everybody understands that the world's still got lots of good people in it. So it's helped me focus. Like I said, it's helped me focus, and I think it's encouraged at least a couple of other people to do similar stuff. I do have a lot of other things that I want to get involved with this channel. A couple other things that people I want to talk with. I've always got my eyes open, and I'm hopefully going to get some comments here if you guys have some information on people that you would like to shine a light on, or charities or organizations you would like to shine a light on. If you haven't seen the video from the Battle Scarred Motorsports that I did the other day with Brian, we did a live the other day. That was a really, really great conversation about getting vets involved in motorsports and the healing that you can get from team work and a sense of brotherhood and camaraderie like you have in motorsports. That's very similar to what a lot of folks experienced when they were in the services. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. It's a really good video. It's a long one. It's like an hour and a half, but it's a very, very good video. So anyway, I got to get back to the hotel, or the hospital. Not the hotel. Back to the hospital to check on my dad and see how things are going. I will say one thing I have noticed. There are an interesting mix of people out here. This is either a combination. That is an off-road Porsche SUV. I think he's coming in here. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But there's a lot of people that are out getting to do their first snow nuts, which is really fun. People that realize they can go have a good time in the snow, and then there's those people that are absolutely terrified of being able to move around whatsoever. That's awesome. There are those people that are terrified of being able to go anywhere, and they're going 4 miles an hour because they don't know how to drive in the snow. But then there's also guys that have got big knobby tires on their Porsche SUVs. That's awesome. I bet that's a ton of fun. He's waiting for another foot of snow, I bet. Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, welcome to East Tennessee, folks. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for all the love, the support, the attention, the likes, the comments, the shares, all that kind of stuff. It all means the world to me. I'm glad you guys are all here. I'm glad you believe in what we're trying to do here. I'm looking forward to what we can do. I don't know. My initial plan was to go home tomorrow. It's going to kind of depend on what this weather looks like. If we get 8 inches of snow on the ground, I don't know that I can get the little Volkswagen out of here or not. We'll see. So the next video may be from here as well. I'm not sure. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you later on, probably tomorrow. Take care.